What if everyone on Earth could fly? I'm talking flying. Not even strapping a jetpack and awkwardly blasting yourself to outer orbit. Proper flying. Just thinking about going over there and I'm there. Just zipping about like a superhero. How fast could we go? What things could we do? Are the answers going to be in this video? Yep, they are.
Ever since the dawn of time, humans have been obsessed with flying. With what we have today, it is fair to say we are bored of being grounded. Jealous of the ducks as they soar, swim, and walk.
But I think I've found a solution. It just might require ignoring one of the laws of physics. The obvious first change would be how we got between places. With our current options of man-powered transport, we are pretty limited. The fastest being running, and even Usain Bolt topped out at 27.78 miles per hour, holding that pace for less than a couple seconds. But if humans could fly, we open up to a whole new world of possibility. But to work out exactly how ground changing it would be, we need to know the principles of flight. These are pretty simple. All that happened was an old guy named Newton got hit by an apple and was like,
"There are 3 principles of physics that define what is possible."
Birds decided they would fly with wings and lift and equal and opposite forces. I don't know, happily obeying the bounds of reason. But I was like, I just want to float with magical powers. And I took a little bit of creative liberty and just got rid of one of the laws, which basically means everything is the exact same except we can push off nothing, aka creating force with our minds. But the cap is how physically strong we are, defined in any way where we can prove our force. And hey, take notes, this is going to be really important in working out how fast we can fly. Just to hover or stay at a constant speed, we need to generate enough upwards force to cancel out gravity. And whatever you're carrying, that might be shoes, clothes, bags, a gun, I don't know. For me, that's 56 kilograms. So because the weight of 56 kilograms is pushing down, we need to push 56 kilograms back up. If you want to start moving, you need to calculate your resultant force. To calculate this, it is simple. Grab a backpack with enough weight you could easily carry it, but something substantial, and then hang from something. Here in example A, I am holding my weight. I do this by applying force to hold me up. I also am carrying a backpack. Again, I use force to hold this off the ground, and this force happened to be equal to the weight of the backpack, because this guy said so. The weight of the backpack is your resultant force, as if you took the backpack off and put in the same amount of effort, you'd start to go up. My backpack weighs 5.29 kilograms, and with the help from my mates Isaac and Sam, we get the equation acceleration equals force over mass. Our force, in the case of going up or side to side, is the weight of the backpack times 9.8, 9.8 being the force of gravity. And our mass is equal to our weight, which gives us an acceleration of 0.92575. But if you're anything like me, right now you probably can't make any sense of these numbers. So let me put it into perspective. 0.92575 meters per second squared is about the same as a 1961 Triumph Herald. But here's the two main differences between us and a Triumph Herald. Number one, we don't have a top speed. We can technically accelerate forever as long as we put in more energy than it takes to lift our body weight. Number two, when we fly straight back down, we have an acceleration with the same amount of effort of 10.72575 meters per second squared. That's a 0 to 60 of 2.5 seconds, or a Bugatti 16/4 Veyron Grand Sport. This is because the force of our falling body weight could be added to our total energy output. And now we know how fast we can move when we're flying anywhere we want. How long exactly does it take to get between places? This is actually very simple to work out. As we're flying between two destinations in the sky, in theory, there should be no obstruction. So we just accelerate all the way to the halfway point and then decelerate all the way back to come to a controlled stop. And that gives us the total time to fly. This means it would take a flight from London to Edinburgh from an hour and 15 minutes and £126 to completely free of charge and 25 minutes. And then if you were to fly from Edinburgh to New York, it'd save you £257, 10 hours and 50 minutes, and swap that out for an hour and 10 minutes and completely free of charge again.